morning everyone, this is Zach Harris here from Profits for Wealth Financial Trading School. I hope you all had a great weekend. And today is Monday. Let me just show you the date. It's 20th of March 2017, coming up to 12:30, which is nearly an afternoon time. So today's the day when we gonna analyze markets and we're gonna show you exactly what's happening in the markets. So let's do it right away. Okay guys, the first market we're gonna look at is FTSE100. As you can see here, let me just delete that line there and obviously that line as well. I think it was a couple of weeks ago when I mentioned that we had a breakout on the 1st of March 2017. As you can see here, overall trend is up as well, is trading well above MA200 as well, and this is shown our overall trend. If I were to make this chart smaller, as you can see here, since actually July last year, the overall trend is fairly sharp and it's only upward trend. So at the moment, but it's kind of scary because it is trading well above their MA200, and I genuinely believe that not just correction, market has to actually give us not just a pullback. I should have said that market should give us a good correction. When I say a good correction of maybe roughly about 8 to 10% correction, and I genuinely believe it's fairly soon. It's gonna happen within next few weeks up to 2 months. So at the moment, if you were to actually make it bigger, as you can see here, we had a really sharp trend. So as you can see here, I've just drawn a trend line there. We have the overall trend line, which is shown. The indicator is that the uptrend is upward, but every time market actually rise up, it gives us a pullback and then bounce fairly much in around that trend line. As you can see here, we did have another breakout there on the 1st of March 2017, when market opened at 7269 and closed at 7385. Was a very good, about 2.5% rose. Market rose 2.5%, and then after that we had a couple of really inside bars, but we didn't have proper a reversal trend just yet. On reversal trend, we have to have a bar simply along those lines, that sort of reversal trend bar, when you know that you would be able to make maybe a couple of 100 points going down. So whenever it does, but now again, one thing I want you to notice is this trend line, it's only given us a very small pullback and it's not breaking out heavily. So in next couple of days, if it actually breaks through that trend line and one of the influential bar, as you call a bearish bar, if any bar let's say open tomorrow and breaks through that line, I think it could carry the downward momentum for another few 100 points. Now again, I have written a blog about stock market crash is coming, and I genuinely believe that not even if it's not a crash, but price correction, it has to happen. But markets are trading well above MA200. It has to correct its price, and it has to drop at least 8 to 10% on FTSE100, as well as all the worldwide global markets. They have to give us a price correction. So at the moment, I am looking to get involved to go short, but at the same time, I don't have anything specifically cleared that it's gonna actually drop and it will gonna carry the downward momentum. So this is the trend line here. I'm again looking for a major drop of 1.5% in 1 day, influential bar, which means a bearish bar. So that will carry the downward momentum, just like such as this kind of bar. Then again, that kind of bar was influential bar, but unfortunately it obviously was a false false actually indication. So sometimes you get a false indication as well, but most of the time they're pretty good. As you can see here, we had a downward bar, but then after that it did drop. It did carry the momentum for a couple of weeks, but then it rose back up from the trend line. So that's kind of reaction I'm looking for from traders. Once traders start sell off, and we would have a reversal trend, and we will get involved. So this is FTSE. So let's do a couple of so guys, another currency pair that I am watching it fairly closely is GBP versus USD. Hold on, let me just get rid of this. As you can see here, we had a really sharp trend changed since thing last year in July. As you can see, it was dropped against USD from 1.4600 till up to 1.20. So we've got a really strong, if I were to actually copy that line and then draw it right here. Actually, we had a fairly strong support level around that price. As you can see here, from 13 to 14, a lot of people will say 13 to 16, that was a gap down, but we didn't actually, the market didn't actually, we didn't have a bearish bar. So I would call that actually as a support level of 1.2099. So from that point, it actually bounced twice, but at the moment the market has been ranging all this year. Actually, since November, it has been ranging from 1.2095 to 1.271 or 1.26. So in around that price for about I say 400 to 600 pips is going up and down. As you can see, the question is it gonna actually continue move in between that range at 1.20095 and 1.2710, so 7180. That's the question. So that's the major question we have. So if it actually goes up in around 1.2627, and if it takes a turn to drop back down, we will be getting involved in order to short this stock, even though I genuinely believe that it could range, and range could actually squeeze and get smaller before it gives us a proper trend. But for right now, if we were to get involved, we will only get involved in order to short this security. When I say short, means we would only invest on GBP versus USD to go down, and it has to actually take a turn from 1.271 or 1.2650 in around that price. If it takes a turn from there to drop back down, we will get involved, and we will try capture maybe 300 to 400 pips, which would be pretty savage. Great profit. So guys, this is one of the guys, last week we discussed euro versus USD. As you can see, that was the range of drawn, the range we're squeezing, but now it actually, after breaking through and going to go up, and we had a breakout there on the 15th of March, and the closing price was 1.073. The question is, because all these currency pairs are ranging from one price to another price, the question is, and that only happens when trends are about to change. So the question is a trend is going to change? Is a euro actually against US dollar is going to go up? Is the US dollar going to decline soon? What is going on? We just don't know yet. But however, we do know that it's ranging us towards to go up more so to go down. But again, it's still trading well below MA200. The question is it gonna take a turn from 1.080 or simply carry the upward momentum? That's the question. So because we have drawn a recent resistance, which is 1.080, if it breaks through that price I think it has a potential to go back up, and euro can easily rise against USD. So this is another pair we're keeping a close eye. We don't have any entry and exit, but the trends are changing, and that is the best part of it, because when the trend change, and if you actually capture the changing trend, you could literally capture 1,000 to 1,500 pips. As you can see here, the trend was actually changing, and all of a sudden it dropped back in October last year. Trend change, starts actually trading well below MA200, and from that closing price was 1.113, dropped to 1.03. so that we're talking about roughly about 800 pips in between that trend. So if we able to capture the change in trend, then it could, we're looking at massive profit. When is it gonna happen? We don't know yet, but we're keeping a very close eye. So guys, thanks very much for watching this clip, and if you like what you see, do not forget to hit the like button, or even subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions whatsoever, I'd be more than happy to help you. You have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. This is Zach here.